So today's topic is on electricity. So electric current and current circuit. Electric current means the flow of electron, proton, or maybe Na plus, K plus, like ionized particle, or maybe Cl minus, bromine, Br minus. These are negative ion. So whatever charged particle, only charged particle whenever moving, then it is said to be electric current is there. We usually electric current refers to the flow of electron, and the direction of electric current is totally opposite to flow of electron direction of electron flow. In actually proton does not move but electron moves. So electron, whenever electron is moving from A to B, then we say that electric current is from B to A, opposite to the flow of electron. Okay, just for convenience, it is just for convenience. No, not like from B to A positive particle is moving. It's not true. Actually electron is flowing. Okay, so electric current. Circuit means before circuit, see here, this one, I is equals to Q by T. Here I is the electric current. Current means the rate of the flow of charge. So Q is the amount of charge and T is the time. So amount of charge, if in T time Q amount of charge is moving from one space A to space B, then we calculate electric current. I is equals to Q by T. That means the total charge moved and divided by time taken for that movement. And for unit of Q is the unit of Q is the coulomb, and time second, and I is the ampere in SI unit. In SI method, all are this in SI method. So microampere means, micro means 10 to the power minus 6. Whenever you use micro means 10 to the power minus 6. So on microampere means 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. On milliampere means 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. On milli unit means 10 to the power minus 3 unit. Okay, so see here, current is flowing. What is flowing? Current is flowing from battery plus point to negative point, but actually the electron movement is from negative point to plus positive point. Negative point means their electron accommodation is much more than the positive positive end. So actually what is happening, and from this the potential difference concept is coming. See, the electron accommodation is highest in the negative pole. So negative pole is having the much more electron density, so this electron will be attracted towards positive end. So positive end, this is creating a moving force that can help to move electron. That is the actually potential. So electric potential is like from higher height, from a high level height to low level, water moves. Likewise from high potential to low potential, electron moves. So electric current is there. Okay, electric potential. And potential difference is the difference between potential in A and potential in B. So another formula is there, V is equals to W by Q. We need to remember here, V is the voltage. Voltage means the potential difference. Potential difference is the refers as potential difference is equals to W by Q, means work done by Q is the charge. So if we move one unit charge from one space to another space, and the work done is W, then W is equals to V when the charge is 1 unit. But when charge is Q unit, then V, the potential difference is equals to V is equals to W by Q, means work done by charge. So see here, 1 volt is equals to 1 joule by 1 coulomb, means 1 joule is the unit of work done and 1 coulomb is the charge, and V is the volt, 1 volt. So electric potential difference between 2 points in an electric circuit carrying some current as the work done to move a unit charge from one point to another. Okay, So circuit diagram is there. Ohm's law, this is the important law. So Ohm's law, what it describes, Ohm's law means V is equals to IR. So actually what is happening, V proportional to I means potential. As we increase the potential difference between 2 points, the rate of movement of charge is increasing. So potential difference increase means the electric current is increasing. This is the basic formula that is obtained by scientist Ohm. So Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, potential difference is directly proportional to the electric current, and from this proportional unit proportionality constant, by putting proportionality constant we get V is equals to IR. V is the potential difference, I is the electric current, and R is the resistance of that specific material. If the material is having less resistance towards the flow of electron, then more is the electric current. Okay, so you can see this graph is showing potential difference. As we increase the potential difference, the current is increasing when the material is same. Okay, you can notice from the straight line diagram is obtained. So unit of resistance is ohm. We need to remember unit of resistance is ohm, and unit of potential difference or potential is volt, and unit of current is ampere. Okay, so see this one, factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. So whatever the factors we have that is affecting resistance of that particular material. So this formula R is equals to rho L by A. So here what is happening, if we increase the length of the material, the wire, then the resistance will be increased. If we increase the area of that material, it helps in decreasing the resistance, means inversely proportional to resistance. So increase in area, decrease in resistance, increase in length, increase in resistance. So from here we get R is equals to rho L by A. Rho is the resistivity and it is the proportionality constant here. So this relation we must remember. R is equals to rho L by A. Resistance is equals to resistivity rho into L by A, means the length of the material by divided by the area of the material. So resistivity. So from here resistivity we get the unit of resistivity. How? Ohm ohm meter. The unit of resistivity is ohm meter in SI unit. Okay, in SI unit ohm meter. Okay, so okay, the series and parallel series I will discuss later. Thank you all.